This is the second rendition of question 9. We're given a function fx is equal to x squared. Determine the minimum distance between points 10 and 2, a point on f. In this case, the parabola is f equal to x squared. The parabola is facing up and it goes to the origin. The next thing we're told is that there is this point, b. Let's call it b. And it has coordinates of x equal to 10, y equal to 2. And finally, we're told there's a point on f. We don't know where it is. We just know that there's a point on f. So it could be here, could be here, could be here. And it's actually important where it is because we need an x coordinate, we need a y coordinate. We have to find a relationship between point A and point B. We know the gradient of A is equal to the gradient of f. So in other words, this is a tangent. Let's call this tangent h. And AB, let's call this G. Next, fx equals x squared. How do we get the gradient of that? We get to the first derivative, which is equal to 2x, which is equal to h. Therefore, the gradient of h is equal to 2x. Next, we want to determine the gradient of g. Gradient of g is the y of a minus the y of b over x of a minus x of b. If we populate the variables, we don't know what y of a is. We know what y of b is, that is 2. We don't know what x of a is, but we know what x of b is, that's 10. At this point, I just want to highlight that we know that fx is equal to x squared. Therefore, if we put a 1 in there, this will equal 1. If we put a 2 in there, this will equal 4, etc. So what we're saying is for every value of x, the y value will be x squared. So x will be x squared. What we now can do is we can head on over here and complete the variables. So what is y of a? The y of a is x squared minus 2. What is the x of a? It's x minus 10. So in other words, the gradient of g is then equal to x squared minus 2 over x minus 10. The gradient of h is equal to 2x. Okay, so what we have is we have the gradient of h, which is 2x, and the gradient of g, which is x squared minus 2 over x minus 10. So what we learned in analytical geometry is that mh, the gradient of h, times the gradient of g is equal to minus 1. That would mean it would be 2x times that by x squared minus 2 over x minus 10, which is equal to minus 1. And now all we need to do is work this out. And how do we work this out? Well, 2x is equal to take x squared minus 2 over x minus 10 across, multiply that by minus 1, and what you have is a minus, and then you simply flip the fraction. So let's just work this out. It'll be 2x times that by x squared minus 2 equal to minus x minus 10. And then this will all come out to 2x to the power 3 minus 3x minus 10 equal to 0. What we can now figure out is, well, work out what x is, put x back into the original formula, which is fx equal to x squared, and we can get a value for y. There's 3 different ways, but the way I like to do it, and I'm just going to do it right on top here, is sort of like long division, but there'll be a 2 for 2x cubed. We don't have an x squared, so put a 0. Then it's minus 3 minus 10. How do we know what we divide by? You take the 10 and then you get factors of 10. So it'll be 10 and 1, 5 and 2. You then substitute those factors into x. So let me show you. I know that it's 2. So in other words, if I go 2 to the power 3 minus 3 times that by 2 minus 10. What we want to do is we want to make sure it equals 0. And if we multiply this out, what we'll get is 16 minus 6 minus 10. And what you'll see is that this does equal 0, which means that 2 is a factor. So we're going to divide by 2. You take that 2 up, you multiply 2 by 2, and it'll equal 4. 4 minus 0 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 minus 3 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. That is 0. We can now factorize this. The 2 means it's x minus 2. And then what we have is we have 2x squared plus 4x plus 5. From this, we can see that x is equal to 2. But what about the other side? Well, we know that we have this formula where we can go b squared minus 4ac, which equals 4 squared minus 4 times a times c, which is 5, which is then equal to minus 24. And what do we know about a minus 24? That it is a non-real, which means we can't use it. Therefore, the answer is equal to x is equal to 2. So everything that we've done now is to work out that x is equal to 2. Now that we know that x is equal to 2, we can substitute it back into the original equation, and we'll find that y will equal 4. What does that mean? That means a is at where x is 2, y is 4. So this point over here is 2 and 4. Now that we've got point A and we've got point B, we can now use the distance formula. The distance formula is AB is equal to the square root of x of B minus x of A squared plus y of B minus y of A squared. That'll equal, it is pretty simple now. What is x of B? X of B is 10 minus x of A, which is 2 squared, plus what is y of B? It's 2. What is y of A? Is 4, and we square. If you punch it into your calculator, you'll get 68, and that is 2 square root 17, and that'll equal to 8,25 units. The minimum distance between A and B is 8,25 units. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions, please drop your question in the questions below. We'll read and respond as soon as possible. If you need more help with math, please click the link below that goes to my channel and go view what we have available there.